Hi everyone, welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. My name is Rachel. We are on day 5 of our 31 days of yoga, and we are also doing our first yin yoga practice. So if you are new to the term yin yoga, Y-I-N, yin, it simply means that we're going to spend a little bit of time in each pose that we come into today. So you're going to get a nice full body stretch. Find a little bit of space to move. Remember to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and let's get started. So we are actually going to start laying down today. So you can find your way down onto your back, and you can either have your legs out straight like Shavasana, corpse pose, or you can bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees come out wide, Supta Baddha Konasana. So we're just making a diamond shape with the legs, maybe feeling a little bit of love in the hips or in the inner thighs or anywhere in that lower body. So it feels good. You can keep your legs in that diamond shape if you'd rather have your legs out long. Move them out long. We are going to take a few moments here. So let your eyes closed and maybe just rest your arms, well, wherever is comfy. At your sides or on your tummy. You could even reach them above your head. But as you start to settle in, I want you really to just feel the breath. If your hands are on your stomach, you can really feel your stomach moving up and down as you breathe. And if you can't, if it's not moving much, maybe just breathe a little deeper. But you do what feels good for you. Just doing your best to set all your thoughts off to the side for a moment and just allow yourself to relax, to let go. We're going to stay here just a little bit longer. Yin postures or just spending a bit of time in each pose, each position. This allows us to surrender and let the body just kind of melt into the stretch. But as always, I want you to listen. Your body is the best teacher. You are your best teacher. So whenever you need to move, you move. If you're able to take 3 more breaths here. Exactly as you are. Just feel. Feel the breath. Feel whatever sensations you might be getting in that lower body, even in the upper body. And then one more inhale. And exhale. And you just bring your hands to the outside of your legs and just help your knees come all the way together. We're just going to do a little windshield wiper movement so you can rock the knees side to side. Just noticing how those hips are feeling. If you really felt that, or maybe you didn't feel too much, that's all right too. Just notice. And then when you're feeling good, we're going to be drawing that right knee in towards the chest. So giving it a little hug. Just wrapping your hands over top of the shin. You can keep the left leg bent, or you can straighten it out long if you want a little bit more. But just think about letting the feet, the ankles be completely relaxed. There's not a lot of effort here, except in the arms to pull the knee into the chest. Just breathing some softness into that right leg, into the hip. And just letting your shoulders be heavy on the mat, even your head if you can. So you have the option to stay here, giving that right leg a nice big hug. Or if you want to add a twist, you can come with me. But if you have any low back pain or back pain in general, the twist might feel good. It might be too much. So if you want to try it, come along. At any time you need to pull out of the twist, pull out of the twist. But if the right leg is still bent, straighten it so it's not blocking you. We're going to pull the right knee across the body. So that right hip's going to want to lift up. Let it lift up. I know your knee probably will not touch the floor. That is a-okay. That is actually quite normal. But maybe the big toe wants to drop down. Maybe not. Again, wherever you are, that's where you need to be. You can adjust the hips a little bit more to stack that right one over top of the left. But again, listen to that low back. Find what feels right. And then I want you to pull those shoulders down towards the mat. So the right one likes to lift up. But you're going to deepen that twist a little bit if you bring it down. You might want to even reach that right arm all the way out just to weigh that shoulder down as well. And then that left hand can rest on the knee if it's comfy there or wherever. And then we'll just let the eyes close. Slow down the breath. And then just feel that sweet release through that low back. You might be getting into the hip or the glute. And if you even want to bring this stretch into the neck, you can take your chin over top of that right shoulder. But wherever you might be right now, I just want you to close your eyes. Yin yoga can be challenging in a way that is different. I don't really know how to say. It's a different kind of challenge because while we're not moving a lot, we're not strengthening, we're not requiring a lot of body strength. We're trying to find stillness. We're trying to relax, and the mind likes to take over. It loves to come in and be busy, busy, busy. So that's the challenge, is just slowing down those thoughts, listening to your body, and just kind of surrendering to whatever it gives you. So if you did come into the twist, I want you to take one last breath before you start to move. And then an inhale. Use an inhale. Link your movement with your breath and lift the knee all the way back up. Drop that right hip down. Find your way back through center. Hug your right knee into your chest. And then you can start to let it go out nice and long. Or have that knee bent. We're going to switch sides, starting with the knee hug of that left knee. Gently pulling it towards the chest. And then relaxing the ankles, the toes, everything. Just checking in to see if you can maybe soften that left leg a little bit more. And if you did want to come for the twist on the other side, we're going to start to make our way there, even if you just come for a few moments. But make sure that right leg's straight. You can start to gently pull that knee across your body all the way over. Remembering that the knee likely won't touch the floor, but maybe the big toe, maybe that big toe wants to be really heavy, but maybe it doesn't. Go where it feels good. Adjust those shoulders. Feel that nice stretch out the back. Through that left leg, even into the shoulders, wherever you feel something is awesome. As long as that feeling is not sharp shooting pain. So check in, make sure you like what you're feeling, even if it's a stretch. Learning between what is a stretch and what is pain is a learning process as well. So if you have any questions, let me know. Almost forgot to mention, if you did want to go into the neck a little bit, the chin can come over that left shoulder. If you are still in the twist, take one last breath. And use a nice sweet inhale to lift the knee all the way back up. Hugging it into your chest. Actually, if you want to bring the right knee in too, you can do that. Maybe doing a little rock from side to side just to massage the low back. You can even have your feet planted for this. A little low back massage. So we're going to be either rolling to the side or rocking forwards, but we're going to be coming up onto our hands and knees. So however you would like to transition, taking your time, moving nice and slow. We're going to come onto the hands and onto the knees. So bringing the knees right underneath the hips. We're going to move into our shoulders a little bit. So starting in tabletop, we're going to walk our hands forwards. Walk, walk, walk. But think about keeping the hips where they are. So the hips aren't moving too much. You're going to really, really reach those hands and those arms out in front. And then start to drop the forehead down towards the mat for our puppy dog stretch. Thinking about bringing the chest down as well, and just notice how those shoulders feel, those arms, even the back, even the stomach. We're going to take a few more moments here. If you do need to pop up a little bit and then drop back down, feel free. We're trying to feel this through the shoulders. So finding the length through the arms. If you need to walk your hands a little bit further. Or maybe you've got a nice bend in the elbows and you're getting into those shoulders already. That's perfect. So with your next inhale, no rush, we're just going to lift the chest up a little bit. So we're still going to be reaching out in front. So if you do need to take a break, by all means, take the weight out of the hands. We'll be reaching that left arm in front still, so similar to where we just were, and taking the right arm and sliding it under the chest. So now we're going to get a little bit more into that right shoulder. If you can drop your head all the way down, let it relax. Just putting a little bit of body weight onto that right shoulder. And then with an inhale, we're slowly going to climb back up. And if you do need to take a break, by all means, do a little wiggle, a little movement, whatever you need. The right hand and arm will be reaching out in front whenever you're ready. And then the left will be tucking under the chest, sliding under, and then we can drop it all the way down. as you become ready, start to use an inhale to lift yourself all the way back up, and then you can walk your hands in. We are going to be having a seat, so you can transition onto your sit bones, sending your legs out long. So you can start here. We're coming into a forward fold with your knees nice and bent. And we're going to start off as well by finding a nice long spine. So you might be staying here, nice long spine, nice proud chest. You might even feel like you want to lengthen the legs a little bit more. But if you are thinking maybe you want to tip forward a little bit from the hip to add some forward fold into this. So this can be a nice stretch to the back. This can be a nice stretch for the hamstrings, the calves. You can keep the spine nice and long. Any discomfort through that low back, I want you to think about sitting tall. Keep the chest proud. Flexing your feet will help you feel the stretch of the back of the legs. But if it does feel good to round a little bit, you can. Only if it feels good. And then adjusting the legs however you'd like. Just taking a few breaths. Settling in. We're going to take just 3 more moments here. If you need to re-lengthen through the spine, move however you need to move, and then come back, settle in. There's one more breath if you've got it. Exhale. Slowly inhale. Lift yourself all the way back up. You can slide those hips forward a little bit. We're going to rock all the way down onto the back. So maybe hugging the knees in towards the chest and giving that low back a nice little massage. And then starting to let the legs go out nice and long. Spread your feet out wide. Our final pose today, Shavasana. Resting your arms beside you. Flipping your palms to face up. Take a nice big inhale through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. Letting your body be nice and heavy on the mat. Finding some stillness through the body. And continuing to feel the breath, but letting go any effort that you're putting into it. Just let your body take control. Awesome work today, you guys. I do encourage you to stay here longer. Have a great rest of your day, though, and until tomorrow, until we meet again, namaste.